Hello and welcome to the Commander's Quarters. I'm your host Mitch, glad to have you here. Here at the Commander's Quarters, we're all about Commander on a budget. Today's episode is going to be a Commander quick take. On episodes like these, I give you my initial take on a newly spoiled Commander from an upcoming set. I'm going to be talking about a potential direction to take that Commander and possible cards to use for that build. This show and episodes like this one are possible because of viewers like you. So if you're looking for some easy ways to help support the show, make sure you like this episode and share it with friends. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Thank you to everyone who's already purchased our merchandise, it really does help support the channel. Another easy way to support this channel is by using our TCGPLAYER affiliate links. So make sure that you're looking for those links in the description whenever you're buying a deck or just individual cards. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support. But before we really jump into this, I just want to give a quick disclaimer. On episodes like these, they are just initial quick takes. This Commander is just as new to me as it is to you. And because of that, I don't have a finalized deck build for this Commander yet. So the direction that I choose to take this Commander today might not be the same one that I do in a deck tech. And because of that, some of the cards I'm going to mention might not be in that deck either. Alright, now that we're on the same page, let's get into it. This Commander quick take is on Rienne, Angel of Rebirth. It's a 5/4 flying angel that costs 2 red, green, white. It says other multicolored creatures you control get +1/+0, and whenever another multicolored creature you control dies, return to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. This does seem like a very interesting design for a commander, but to be honest, I think they could have pushed it just a little bit further. Returning those creatures right back to the battlefield might be just a little too powerful, but I don't think that returning them back to your hand immediately is unreasonable. Now I know that there's plenty of broken things that they tried to avoid with this, so they probably made this effect being just what it is to be safe, but I still think there was a lot of potential for this design that was missed. Now I definitely could be missing something and I could be very wrong about this commander. I think the most effective build for this commander is a multicolored creature deck that focuses on enter the battlefield and sacrifice effects. And I also think that you can take advantage of getting your creatures back with board wipes. Both Divine Reckoning and Tragic Arrogance could be very good in this stack. All of your opponent's creatures but one go away, your commander stays on the board, and your creatures go back to your hand. And then a creature like Nova Blastworm could be very effective too. When it attacks, it destroys every single other creature. Now this does destroy your commander, but your other creatures are still going to go back to your hand. Plus you can run some repeatable effects with Dauntless Escort and Lockset and Hierarch to protect your commander and your entire team. You can sacrifice Dauntless Escort to give all of your creatures indestructible, and Lockset and Hierarch can be sacrificed to regenerate them. Essentially, these can turn some of your wraths into one-sided effects that can really put you ahead of your opponents. You can also abuse other sacrifice effects in this deck too though. By paying 1, you can sacrifice Qasali Pridemage to destroy target artifact or enchantment. This is a fantastic repeatable effect since you get that Pridemage back anyway. Other repeatable effects can come when you recast creatures like Renegade Rallier, Enlisted Worm, and Realm Razor. As long as something left the battlefield the turn that you cast it, Renegade Rallier is going to get you back a permanent that costs 2 or less. Enlisted Worm has Cascade, so you can get a ton of free value every single time that you cast it. And then Realm Razor can really shut down your opponents, especially in this deck. When it comes into play, you remove all lands from the game. When it leaves play, those lands come back, tapped under their owner's control. As long as your commander's in play, whenever this dies, it's going to go back to your hand at the end step. So you can always recast it on your next turn to get rid of the lands again. If you cast this while you're ahead in setup, it's really hard for your opponents to win from there. Since we want to recur some creatures' effects, we need some ways for them to die. Brion's Sidearm is one of the ways that we can get some extra value by doing this. It allows us to pay a red and tap it to sacrifice another creature, and then it deals damage equal to that sacrificed creature's power to target player. On top of that, it has lifelink, so we're going to gain some life from this. And then Grove Rage Beast is a fantastic way for us to take advantage of our creatures coming into play. Whenever it or another creature enters the battlefield under our control, that creature fights target creature an opponent controls. In Naya colors, we're definitely not short on powerful creatures. So we can take out small creatures safely, and we can even take out larger creatures, and even if our creature dies, it's going to come back to our hand. And then Warstorm Surge is a fantastic way to not only take out creatures, but take out opponents. It says whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. We also need to keep in mind that our commander pumps our multicolored creatures by 1. Although this might not seem like a lot, it definitely can add up with these kind of effects. And with any of these budget decks, we can always improve on them with some reasonable upgrades. Urza's Filter is a fantastic way to reduce the cost of most of our spells. Sappy Eric Starter is a great repeatable way for us to protect our creatures, including our commander. And then Vicious Shadows is a fantastic finisher that can knock out opponents quickly. Again, there definitely can be some good builds for this commander. I just think that there was a lot of potential with this commander and they erred on the side of being safe. I really do hope that I'm proven wrong though and someone shows me exactly how powerful this commander can be. But I really want to hear your thoughts on this take, so why don't you let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure that you check out our quick take on Kaikar Wins Fury. And make sure that you're following us on social media for more updates and sneak peeks on future episodes. Links to our social media accounts can be found in the description. Also in the description below is a link to the Commander's Quarters Patreon page, and I just want to say a quick thank you to the patrons who have subscribed so far. There are many benefits to being a patron for the Commander's Quarters, including being able to vote on future commanders for deck techs. There's even a general level tier where you get your own personalized deck tech dedicated to you. I truly couldn't do this without all of your support, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you. If you haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, check out some of our other episodes on budget deck techs, Quest for Quarters episodes, Commander topics, and Creators Quarters. And with that, I'm out of here. Thanks again, and have a good one.